Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm so glad to connect with you here today. My name is Andrea Orem, for those who don't know me as well. And I am a music teacher, a vocal coach, and I love helping speakers and singers be able to use their voice in a way that feels good and is super confident and helps them accomplish their goals, whether that's interacting with clients well and engaging clients, whether it is just having enough voice to do your whole day plus do what you enjoy. You know, I work with some people who speak all day and so their voice is super tired, but then they go home and they want to be able to, sing with their kids, lullabies at night or something like that. And they don't feel like they're able to do that because their voice is so tired. So that is a little bit a snapshot of what I do. But first things first, before our topic for today, which is about vocal fatigue, what causes vocal fatigue and how to fix it, is I just wanted to let you know that I do have a YouTube channel and I put some exclusive content on there. If you are not familiar with it, it's just Andrea Orem. You can search it and subscribe if you like what you're learning here and you want to learn a little bit more, and catch the giveaways, which I do once we hit 100 subscribers. So that's super fun. But today we are talking about what causes vocal fatigue and how to fix it. So there are a lot of different things that can contribute to vocal fatigue. I'm just going to touch on a couple of them today for the sake of time. And our first one is tension. So if you're speaking from your throat, from your throat, and your throat is kind of tense and tight, then you're going to have a lot of tension in your voice, and that can make your voice really tired. So releasing tension, there's a lot of different ways to do that. I talk about that a little bit in the Love Your Voice Challenge. I also work with people one-on-one with that and targeting specific reasons why that might be a contributing factor for them. But you can check that out at the link in the description of this video if you are interested in the Love Your Voice Challenge in the Strengths Train Your Voice group. Another reason is lack of breath support. So if we are speaking kind of breathy and our air is escaping a lot and we have to take a lot of extra breaths, that not only tires out our body, but it can tire out our voice as well. So speaking with a little more breath support can be really helpful for that. I have lots of different techniques that I work with people and different tricks, ways to help your body and you learn how to use your breath in a way that actually fuels the voice, which is what our voices need. We also have a lot of people who talk really low, and it's a little bit harder on their voice to talk really low all the time, so their voice gets tired out a little bit more easily. So if you speak a little bit higher, or at least vary the pitch a little bit more, then that can really help with vocal fatigue and not having as many issues with vocal fatigue. If you are curious about how to figure out what your vocal pitch is, I do vocal exploration or vocal potential sessions with people, just a little quick snapshot, just to target a couple really easy areas for you to work on that's not even as long as a vocal coaching session. So you can check that out in the link to the description of this video as well. If you are speaking too loud all the time, that can be really hard on the voice as well. So try just lowering your voice volume a little bit sometimes, not all the time. If you're a loud and boisterous person, that's okay, but just try speaking a little bit quieter occasionally. It's all about balance with the voice. And our last one is dehydration. If we are not drinking enough water, that can be really hard on the voice because our voice is a muscle. And we know that muscles can have issues when we aren't hydrated. So I have talked about hydration specifically in relation to the voice and in relation to the jaw, and how that can dehydration can contribute to a variety of factors, both with the voice and with the jaw. So if you want to check that out and making sure you're actually hydrating your body in a way that makes sense for your voice, go check that out in the hydration challenge training that I've already done, and you can learn a little bit more about that. So I see some comments here. I'm going to check in with some people here saying hi. But if you have questions in the comments, write down those questions. I'd be happy to just cover them really quick while we're on here. Meg says, hey, girl. Hey, Meg. How you doing, my friend? Oh, and Meg, also, you have a question. Can you speak on anything about people who don't hear different tones? My husband is what we might call tone deaf and have to speak louder to him because he doesn't hear different tones. Anything that I can do to protect my voice? That's a great question. And as far as your question goes in relation to hearing different tones, a lot of that is practice. So there are very few people who are truly what we would call tone deaf, and he possibly could be. That could be a factor. But most people who would claim to be tone deaf or say that they are tone deaf really just need to pay attention and train their ear to be able to hear different tones. I guess I'm not sure about your question about why you have to speak louder to him because he doesn't hear the different tones. If you could explain that a little bit more, that would probably help me answer that question. Because I'm not personally seeing a connection between tone deafness or not hearing the different tones and having to speak louder because of it. So if you could explain that, that would be really helpful for me. But I don't see any other questions here. And we can talk about that, Meg, more in the Strength Train Your Voice group, if that would be helpful. I know you're in that group. So we can chat more about that too, if you would like to. But I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your Tuesday. And I'm going to head off and work on some of the Strength Train Your Voice course that's kind of come out. It's kind of a little teaser. I'm not going to share too much about what's in it yet because I'm going to go figure that out today. So have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you later. Bye for now.